You opened up to someone. You trusted them. And for a while it felt right. Like you had finally found someone who actually got it. Then it happened. Weeks later, maybe months. That same thing you shared came back. In an argument, thrown at you like a weapon. Or behind your back. You found out later what they said. Or maybe nobody said anything out loud. But you felt it in the way they started looking at you. Like they knew something now. Like they saw you differently. Smaller, weaker, and you just stood there with that slow, sick feeling in your chest. The feeling of someone holding something you gave them and not being careful with it. There's a difference between real trust and the feeling of trust. They feel identical in the moment. One builds you. The other quietly takes something from you that you do not get back. Most people never figure out why it keeps happening. They just carry it and keep making the same mistake with different people. You have been exposed, and the worst part is, you handed them everything they needed, not because you are weak, but because nobody taught you which parts of yourself are not for everyone. There are 5 specific things you are probably sharing right now, without realizing it, that are quietly costing you. By the end of this, you will know exactly what they are, and one of them is going to hit harder than you expect. Number 1, your insecurities. You told them about the thing you hate about yourself. Maybe it was how you look, how you grew up, the way you struggle with something others seem to find easy. You shared it because you wanted them to understand you. Maybe you even wanted them to say it was okay. And in that moment, it felt like relief. But here's what actually happened. They stored it. Not intentionally. Not always with bad intentions. But people remember weakness. It sticks in the mind in a way that compliments never do. And the person who once looked at you like an equal now has a quiet reference point. A crack they know about. You will not always see it used against you directly. Sometimes it shows up as a joke, a small comment that lands just a little too perfectly. Sometimes it shows up in the way they speak to you when they want something. Like they already know which angle works. Think about the last person you told your real insecurities to. Now think about whether they actually earned that. Your insecurities are yours to work through. They are not a gift you hand to people who have not proven they will protect them. The moment you share your deepest insecurity with someone who has not earned it, you have just given a stranger the key to your front door. And your goals, the things you have not even built yet, are just as exposed. Maybe more. Number 2, your goals, before they are real. You had an idea, a plan, something you were genuinely excited about, and you told someone because the excitement was too big to hold alone. Then something shifted. Maybe they questioned it. Maybe they smiled but said nothing real. Maybe they seemed supportive, but something in their energy was flat. Slowly, that fire started to feel smaller. Not because the goal changed, but because you let someone else's energy touch it before it was strong enough to survive doubt. There is also something most people never notice. Talking about a goal gives you the same feeling in your body as actually working toward it. Your brain gets the reward before you do the work, so you keep talking. And every conversation about what you are going to do pulls a little more energy away from actually doing it. The dream stays alive in your mouth and dies in your hands. Keep the goal. Do the work. Let the result do the announcing. And understand this. Not everyone who smiles when you share your dream is genuinely happy about it. Some people are quietly hoping you stay exactly where you are. Not because they hate you, but because your growth makes them uncomfortable about their own stillness. Your excitement reminds them of everything they have not done. And some people would rather pull the curtain than sit in that feeling. Protect your goals the same way you protect a small fire in the wind. You do not open your hands and let it in. You shield it until it can survive being seen. But there is something even more dangerous to share than your dreams. Something most people never even think to protect. Number 3, your relationship problems. Your partner did something that hurt you. Your friendship hit a rough patch. Someone close let you down, and you needed to talk about it, so you called someone and let it all out. It felt like relief, like pressure leaving your chest. But think about what you actually did. You handed someone a permanent low opinion of a person you might still love. You gave them every detail of the worst moment between you and someone important. And now that person lives in their mind as the one who did that thing, the one who said those words, the one who hurt you. 2 weeks later, you two were fine, better even. But the next time you were all in the same room, you felt it. A small shift in how that third person looked at the one you had vented about. Something behind their eyes, and you realized, yep, you put that there, and you cannot take it back. Next time you want to call someone and unload, pause. Ask yourself if this person will still be in your life when things are good again, because they will carry what you tell them, whether you want them to or not. You fix things with that person, But the one you told, they never did, and they never will. Number 4, your finances. You were at dinner, or in the car, or just talking, and somehow the number came out. Your salary, your savings, how tight things had gotten. You did not think twice about it. It felt like honesty, like trust, and then something quietly changed. Tell someone you are doing well and watch what shifts. Suddenly they expect more from you. Favors feel easier to ask, loans feel reasonable to suggest, and if you say no, you become the selfish one, because they now have a number in their head, and that number becomes the measure of what you owe. Tell someone you are struggling and watch something else shift. Suddenly you are a risk, someone to feel sorry for but not fully respect. They will not say this out loud, but you will feel it in how they speak to you. In the doors that quietly stop opening, money information changes people, almost every time, in ways neither of you will ever talk about out loud. It is private information that changes everything the moment it leaves your mouth. And if you think finances are dangerous, wait until you hear what sharing your past actually costs you. Number 5, your past mistakes and trauma. This one is the hardest, because sharing your past feels like the deepest form of trust. It feels like finally being known, like letting someone all the way in. And sometimes it is exactly that, but only with the right person, at the right time. After real trust has been built slowly, not after a few good conversations. Not just because someone made you feel comfortable fast. And that last part is the one most people miss entirely. There is a specific kind of person you need to understand. They make you feel seen fast, too fast. They ask the right questions. They lean in. They nod at the right moments. They share something personal about themselves just early enough to make it feel equal. And something in you relaxes. Something says, this person is safe. This person gets it. But comfort is not the same as safety. Feeling understood is not the same as being protected. Some people are just very good at creating the feeling of closeness without ever actually earning it. They know how to make you open up. And you do. Fully, quickly, willingly. The most dangerous person is not the one who seems untrustworthy. It is the one who makes you feel so safe that you forget to think. And then time passes, and you see who they really are. And by then, they already know everything. Your past mistakes are not proof of who you are, but in the wrong hands, they become exactly that. They become the story someone tells about you, the thing that gets brought up when they want to win, the reason someone decides you do not deserve something good. Your pain is real, your story is real, but not everyone deserves to hear it. Sharing your trauma with someone who has not earned it does not heal you. It just gives someone a map, a detailed map of every place inside you that still hurts. The right people earn that map slowly through how they treat you on the ordinary days, not just the emotional ones. You can still share. You can still let people in. You just stop doing it carelessly. That is not coldness. That is self-respect finally showing up. Being close to someone does not mean they get to know everything. It means they have earned what you choose to give them. What you keep private is not a wall. It is a standard. And the people who are meant to be close to you will rise to meet it. The ones who don't just told you everything you needed to know. If this hits something, subscribe. There is more coming that you need to hear.